cross court. Oh, he misses the kitchen. Oh, fancy footwork from Agassi.
Whoa! It didn't seem like I was real successful at Wimbledon. He beat up on me.
Pickleball is going to be so much easier than beating John in the semis of Wimbledon, because in the semis of Wimbledon we actually had linesmen. So I don't think I've ever hit a ball against John that he didn't think was out.
I'd like to think at least I have a shot, like a puncher's chance.
So he's going to have to do a lot more than just complain out there.
There was some complaining, there was some line controversy, a lot of competition in that first game.
A lot of competition and fast-paced. You know, I love the way this is moving so quickly to points. And came down to the last couple of points. Let's see if he heard Andre and Roddick talking a lot about a couple adjustments. We'll see if he can make them here in second game. Well, that was one of them that Andre said, right?
And it was, because they were talking about the cross-court dink battles and singles, and to me that point was more about height than it was
check it.
Location.
Nice.
Played that last volley up the line instead of cross-court where you open up the court.
But you also have to keep it low to the net.
Right.
If he kept it low on John, he might have got a winner on that cross-court dink.
Side out.
Listen, I like that return there. Was that a good one? Because it looked to me like he put a little more loop on it, a little more height. And it was, as Andre said, uncomfortable. It gave John a little extra second to get to net.
It absolutely is.
Sweet. We've got Andy Roddick and Michael Chang, the teammates, watching with interest. Mic'd up now. Andy, you had a long conversation with Andre between games. After this point, share with us what you shared together.
Oh, yeah, that's a great point.
What do you think, Andy? You're a great analyst yourself.
Yeah, we were. I had a lot of opinions, none of which I was confident in, but he needed to.
It's a big court for being so small.
He looked at me needing to hear something, Chris, so I had to give him something. So I was basically just regurgitating what you all were saying up there.
John asking for courtside quiet.
No way!
That's a kitchen violation. He stepped in the kitchen.
Way over!
That's the first one. We thought this could happen.
I hit the ball, and then he's about to hit it. I'm already back behind it.
It's your momentum, sir.
So the whole point.
The whole point will be a replay.
Yes.
It's not after the shot bounces.
No, sir.
Someone should have told me that before.
The rules were made available, but they're tricky for tennis players, especially net players.
Mr. Agassi will be replaying at point
just
2.
a fraction of his heel catching the kitchen
Hey,
here.
come on. They're trying to cheat me out of
That
this
was really
thing.
close.
That was tight.
It was.
Yeah.
And Courtney Johnson, the lead official, is giving them one freebie. You
Quiet,
get one
quiet,
warning,
please.
and then it counts as a point.
2-2.
Ooh,
Knock,
that was
Steve.
out. Yeah.
Side out. Point 3.
So different than tennis. There's no real game to serving risky, is there? You want to keep it pretty safe. Michelle.
It doesn't pay off as much in pickleball, but you do want to keep it deep. It's more about depth than power for these guys.
Oh, look at this, a little baseline action. Well, John goes for the cross court. Oh, he misses the kitchen. Oh, fancy footwork from Agassi.
And it's more lateral movement in pickleball than it is the crossover step that we see in tennis.
he
But
go
he's
in
free to
there?
go. He's free to go in the kitchen when the ball bounces. He didn't have to do
He
that.
didn't have to do that.
But let's have a look at the
That
footwork
kitchen's in
anyways.
your kitchen.
Oh, he is in the. He did go in.
You can't go in. The ball
The ball
bounces.
bounced.
It doesn't matter. It's just when it.
He can step in the kitchen. He just can't volley.
I didn't volley when I did it.
Yeah, he did actually. Details,
So the
Chris.
momentum of your volley, then took you in. They don't allow that.
That's right. Mr. Agassi has
It's a
the rule
competition and a
correct.
I
clinic.
told you Andre is just master of the details.
Courtney trying to regain
I have an
control of
8th
the
grade
proceedings.
education. It's not that difficult.
All right, gentlemen. 3-3.
Oh, it's a two. Was that a two-hander?
Yes.
It was.
The two-hand, the famous Agassi two-handed
Oh, there.
pass.
A nice
bounces.
angle on that.
That is vintage.
That was sweet.
4-3.
Watch this. Look, little two bunt.
Tried it again.
Oh yeah.
Has a makeable volley for John.
Come on, come on.
5-3.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
Andy, are you willing to place a wager with Michael on some aspect of what we're watching out here? For charity, of course.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it, and
6-3.
25K for our charities. I'm doing the Andy Roddick Foundation, but I think Mac has at least 2 more kitchen violations during this match.
What do you think, Michael?
And I think, and that implies that I think Andre is winning. I think Andre is winning this set, and I think Mac is absolutely going to snap at a kitchen violation call. I think he's got 2 more in him.
What's the bet?
I'll throw 10K for charity to Michael for that one.
Michael, do you trust that John now understands the kitchen rule?
Yeah, can I yell at John, make sure that he doesn't step in?
Gotta trust your teammate, Michael. All right, there's the bet. It's in.
McEnroe just able to stop the run with that last point.
Ooh, I think he played an out shot there.
Winning anyway, you're right.
Yeah. Did you tell, Andy, did you tell Andre to go more to the two-hander? Because it seems like he's bringing that out a little bit more.
No, he had to keep the action in front of him, though. I don't know much about much, but going that cross-court and exposing the holes for Johnny Mac to find with the field like that isn't the one. So keep that in front of you there.
There's the field again.
And keep it in front of you there.
Ooh.
You got to see, he's playing lines now.
That's a heck of a point from Agassi.
That cross-court battle of hands with Johnny Mac ain't the one. He's got to push that line a little bit more often.
And you got to keep it lower to the net.
Yep.
Ooh.
That's a nasty lob.
Tweener? No tweeners in pickleball.
Stay back. Yeah!
Great volley. Remember the old Agassi? He's the guy that started this swinging volley in tennis. And that seems like the sort of the shot you hit in pickleball a lot.
How about the offensive lob in that point, too, to set him up for that shot?
Oh, there you go. Hands on display. The hands of gold. There they are.
And I don't know if he intentionally did it, but I think I just saw a slight hint of a brush-up volley on the flick up of the wrist that you guys were talking about at the top of the broadcast. A nuance of pickleball.
You hear the breathing, by the way, in the microphone.
Yeah, this is not easy. That's good. That's a beautiful pass right there. Look at that little scooper.
7-9.
There you go, Drake.
Side out. Point.
It is low. See, he's listening to you.
10-7.
Heart rates are skyrocketing.
I just got to go to the restroom.
What a shot. John McEnroe starting to find his rhythm in that transition court. You want to progress forward at every point that you can get closer to the kitchen. You will have an advantage.
High stakes for John because he'd love to finish this, this
I
game.
don't think he wants a game 3.
It does not.
They're both huffing and puffing.
There is no serve clock in pickleball here.
John's taking a little extra time here.
8-10.
See if Courtney has the guts to call a time violation.
Oh, McEnroe, a master of the cat and mouse. He's starting to become a master of that cat and mouse game.
As Roddick said, that's not how he wants his teammate playing these points.
No, he's got to get back to pushing him deep to the baseline on this return. Take control of the kitchen,
and
cut off the angles.
And they're taking longer and longer now between each point. Ooh, didn't quite get down for that. Agassi hit it crisply and low there.
I'm thinking they should maybe take a timeout here in this little run on their side.
You're allowed a couple timeouts,
you
right?
Get 2 per match.
2 per match. Okay.
You definitely.
Is it the player can call it? Obviously, the teammate could call it too, right?
Either one, and then 3 challenges per match. incorrect challenges, I should say. So if you use them correctly, you get to keep them.
We know that in tennis. We're familiar with that.
Score.
10-11.
Oh, it's good.
It's good.
Dropped in.
Grabs the baseline. I'd like to see Agassi maybe mix in some underspin on some of his returns to give himself some more time to get to the.
Well, he was. I mean, as we know in tennis, he was known. I call him the dominator. I just ripping the ball, not as much for his feel for his hands, which are obviously good, but not at the level of Johnny Mack.
You just don't have as much time in pickleball as you do in tennis.
That time he connected. Really, that's his bread and butter right there.
How many tens of thousands of times opponents watch the backhand pass whiz past them?
Many times.
12-11.
Big point right here.
Football.
He stepped into the kitchen.
And it didn't matter. It was going out anyway.
There's one.
That still counts for our bet, though.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does. Agassi's serve set up that point, by the way. He got a nice deep serve, which set up a short return. Another one here.
Oh, yes. I tell you, John's doing a good job of going line with that first volley, and then if he gets Andre out of position, quickly to the open court.
And he's putting a lot of pressure on Andre by getting to the kitchen faster. He's encroaching faster with his feet.
12-13.
I tell you, John likes when he's, obviously loves to still play tennis at the academy we have in New York City, but he also loves to get on the bike and do the bike sprints. This is like a nonstop bike sprint right now.
If he wins this thing, are we
I'm
getting a
telling
pickleball fan out of John McEnroe?
Oh, man.
I think he secretly is going to fall in love with it if he wins.
You can sense the checkered flag. He's within 2 points of closing out Agassi in this first singles match.
Andre got a little tight at the end of this first game, and maybe here again,
He had the momentum. Now
John
he entered
will
the
take his time. It is the match point for McEnroe.
No one was better at taking his time and setting the stage on the big points than Johnny Mack. That's well done by Andre. Yeah, he needed that. That was huge.
He did, and you see, he got to the kitchen faster.
Yep.
He needs to continue to work that. And we're frozen now, by the way, on 14, so we return to traditional scoring. You must win by 2 and on your serve.
Now it becomes side out, and
that
rally scoring
Yes.
must be on your serve to score the point.
So traditional pickleball fans
Okay.
will know this.
Okay.
Not quite sure he's hit that.
13-14.
Timeout.
Here we go. Here's the timeout.
There you go. Might as well use them.
Yep.
They have 2 timeouts per match. Excellent use of one here. Perhaps Chang will offer some counsel here, but mostly John just needs to sit down and have a drink.
I need a break. Yeah.
My advice for Agassi here.
It's so hard to know how hard to swing it.
We'll take a break and come back.
I like your
Off the timeout, Agassi will serve. This is match point or side out point. John can win this and then serve for it.
Oh, what a shot. What a shot from Agassi.
I love that, especially with that serve. Top spin, dropped quick. And then he got McEnroe looking confused, looking for a third game here.
14-14. Oh, my goodness.
It does not
Can you
give John a
believe it?
point, but it does give him the serve here. Wow. That's his first of the match.
Yep. First from either player.
Yeah.
Wow.
Score.
14-14.
It'll be so you'll be receiving on this end.
Got it. I got it.
Okay. 14-14.
Ooh, he missed it.
It's a point to John McEnroe.
So now it's match point, right?
I'm not going to complain about the
Match
court.
point.
I'm not going to complain about the court. Come on.
15-14.
Oh, there it is.
Serve never bounced. And Johnny Mack in both games battled from behind.
Well, they talked about some dead spots. Maybe that played a part late. But I also think Johnny Mack, I mean, you talked about it earlier. It seemed like he just improved. I mean, Andre did too, but Johnny Mack really picked up a couple of those nuances.
He did. As he told us earlier, the geometry of the game is similar. And what I like about John McEnroe, he came into this thing completely unprepared, but his energy and his Picasso nature with racket sports came into play.
Don't believe everything you hear from Johnny Mack, by the way, okay? I don't know about that.
It's Rick Barry.
There you go. That was fun. That was a lot of fun to watch. The quick pace, the little details that these guys picked up on.
Cameron Irwin will visit with both players.
John, I have to start with you. There was a lot of conversation leading up to Pickleball Slam. Thoughts and sentiments were said that your game would not translate at all to pickleball. However, I think there's, like, he's already smiling. I don't think that's the case.
Well, I don't know why it wouldn't translate, because when I played tennis, which is a far bigger court, I was moving forward and trying to play at net, and that's what I'm pretty sure you do in pickleball. So that actually helps the old guy, okay? Give me a chance. And, you know, Andre started good, and, you know, I just try to hang in there and get a couple lucky breaks. Somehow, I won a match, baby!
All right, now I'm coming this direction now, Andre. This court plays a little differently. I know pickleball is challenging. You pulled out your two-handed backhand. There was a lot of conversation in the booth. I mean, how well did that translate?
The problem is it doesn't get in my pocket anymore on a pickleball court. It stays so low. But no, I think John's right. He definitely played very organically and authentically at net. He kind of knew where to be. And his ball stays so low. This court bounces a little lower, so it's hard for me to swing the way I want to swing. And so when he would come in and put the pressure, I was kind of tentative on how big to hit that. And I knew if I tried to hit it bigger, I'd probably miss. So I just tried to outlast him, but I couldn't.
Now I have to take a little bit of a low light here. You did have a missed serve. We had a conversation yesterday talking about the service pressure from tennis now into pickleball. I mean, are we going to clean that up? Because you got a couple more games to play.
Yeah, not letting that happen.
Oh, I love it. All right, well, we've got more coming. I think